Judge Robert Nugent has rejected suspended Sars Commissioner Tom Moyane's application to stop the Commission of Inquiry into Tax Administration and Governance at the Revenue Service. Moyane had said this inquiry will prejudice him as it is running in parallel to his current internal disciplinary hearing.
Well, Judge Nugent has slammed Moyane's assertion that the inquiry is grossly unfair and biased.
Judge Nugent, who's chairing the inquiry, has labelled Moyane's submission that the Commission has prejudged the issues before it as a disgrace. Delivering a scathing judgment, the judge said that the Commission does not have the power in law to stop itself as it was established by President Cyril Ramaphosa, and has rejected the request that Professor Michael Katz must recuse himself on the basis that he's conflicted, saying he's well experienced on issues of tax collection. The judge also said that the inquiry has no power to instruct Sars to pay for Moyane's legal costs.
This commission was established by proclamation under the hand of the President. The commission has no power in law to dissolve itself. It also has no power to discontinue its inquiries. It has been instructed by law to make the inquiries listed in its terms of reference, and that is what it must continue to do.
Judge Nugent says that it was disingenuous that Moyane was not given an opportunity to refute the testimony of the witnesses, saying he was informed about the inquiry beforehand, and has denied Moyane's assertion that the inquiry was not properly constituted. The judge said that the Commission will give no undertaking to not receive evidence relevant to the inquiry.
There seems to be a view in some quarters, evidently shared by counsel in this case, that evidence can be made to go away by a process of, quote, expungement. In a court of law, some evidence is not admissible and may not be taken into account by the court. In that sense, evidence that has been received, when in truth it is not admissible, might be expunged from the record. What is meant by that is not that the evidence does not exist, but only that it must be ignored when the court makes its decision.
The Commission will not hold any further public hearings before August. It's expected that it will deliver preliminary findings by the end of September and the final report by the end of November this year. Naledi Matlapeng, SABC News, Johannesburg.